Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. Two Coronation Street legends steal the spotlight both on screen and off. Coronation Street fans were treated to an emotional and heartwarming storyline this week when a baby unexpectedly appeared outside Carla Connor and Lisa Swine's home. As the drama unfolded, viewers also discovered a sweet real-life coincidence. Two beloved actresses from the show were celebrating a special day together while delivering powerful scenes that had fans talking everywhere. So let's talk about the moment that had Coronation Street fans buzzing all week. The story began with a scene that instantly grabbed viewers' attention. On the famous Cobble Street, something completely unexpected happened. Carla Connor and Lisa Swine opened their door only to discover a baby left right outside their home. No explanation, no warning, just a tiny child abandoned on their doorstep. You can imagine the shock. Lisa reacted immediately and rushed down the street after a woman who had been seen quickly walking away, clearly trying to track down whoever had left the baby there. Meanwhile, Carla carefully picked up the little one and brought her inside, her mind racing with questions. Inside the house, the confusion only grew. Carla and Betsy Swine began trying to figure out who the baby could possibly be and why someone would leave her like that. The whole situation felt surreal, like something out of a nightmare rather than an ordinary morning on the cobbles. But the truth didn't stay hidden for long. Soon enough, they discovered the baby was Connie, the child of Carla's troubled brother, Rob Donovan, and prison guard Mandy. For long-time viewers, that revelation instantly brought back memories of one of the show's most dramatic storylines. Rob Donovan had previously been at the center of chaos, especially during the events surrounding Carla's kidnapping and his own dramatic prison escape the year before. Those events had already left deep emotional wounds for Carla, and now suddenly his child made it clear that Connie couldn't stay. In her mind, the situation felt unfair and irresponsible. She argued that the child's grandmother couldn't simply abandon the baby outside someone else's house and expect them to take over. Carla's response felt defensive, almost like she was trying to build an emotional wall around herself. But fans of the show know that Carla Connor has always been a complex character. On the surface, she's tough, determined, and incredibly strong. Yet underneath that strength lies a deep vulnerability that sometimes reveals itself in powerful ways. Later on, during an emotional conversation with Lisa Swine, the real reason behind Carla's reaction began to emerge. In one of the most heartbreaking moments of the week, Carla opened up about a painful chapter from her past that still affects her today. She spoke about the miscarriage she suffered back in 2014, a devastating loss that happened during one of the most chaotic times of her life. At that point, she was already dealing with the emotional damage caused by her husband Peter Barlow's affair. On top of that, the entire community was shaken by the investigation into the murder of Tina McIntyre. Tina's death had created massive tension across the street, and eventually it was revealed that Rob Donovan, Carla's own brother, was responsible for her murder. That revelation brought layers of grief, betrayal, and family conflict crashing into Carla's life all at once. Passion that showed just how deeply those old wounds still ran. Lisa listened carefully and responded with compassion. Rather than pushing Carla away from the situation, she promised they would face it together and help Connie however they could. That moment of understanding between the two women resonated strongly with viewers, who praised the authenticity and emotional depth of the scene. But the story didn't stop there. The next morning brought a very different kind of chaos for the Connor Swine household. Anyone who has ever cared for a newborn knows how exhausting those first nights can be. and the characters quickly learned that lesson firsthand. After a sleepless night filled with Connie's crying, everyone in the house looked completely drained. Carla, who usually appears confident and composed, looked exhausted with tired eyes and frazzled nerves. The sudden responsibility of caring of a baby had clearly caught them off guard. Thankfully, the tight-knit community on Coronation Street soon stepped in to help. Ed Bailey stopped by with an old pram he thought might be useful, offering practical support when it was needed most. His small act of kindness reflected the strong sense of community that has always defined life on the cobbles. Later, when Carla took Connie to the cafe, hoping a change of scenery might help settle the baby, she ran into Ronnie Bailey. Ronnie offered baby clothes that once belonged to his granddaughter Leela, whose mother Dee Dee had recently moved to Singapore. Instead of letting the clothes go to waste, he thought they might help Carla and Lisa. These gestures may have seemed simple. They have showed how neighbors can come together when someone needs help. But the most memorable moment came when Mary Taylor stepped into the situation. Carla was struggling to calm Connie, whose cries had begun echoing around the cafe. It was obvious that the underworld factory boss felt completely out of her depth. She wasn't used to this kind of responsibility, and the baby's constant crying only made things more stressful. That's when Mary approached with her usual mix of enthusiasm and warmth. Without hesitation, Carla handed the baby over to her, clearly relieved to accept help, and almost instantly, something incredible happened. Connie stopped crying. In Mary's arms, the baby suddenly looked peaceful and calm. Carla watched in amazement, curious and slightly amused. She asked Mary how she managed to settle the baby so quickly. What followed was a sweet and surprisingly touching moment. Mary gently demonstrated how to hold and rock Connie in a way that made her feel safe and secure. Carla paid close attention, eager to learn, and when she tried the technique herself and it actually worked, her face lit up with genuine joy. It was a simple interaction, but it carried real emotional weight. For the first time, viewers could see Carla slowly allowing herself to connect with the baby despite her fears. Fans watching at home absolutely loved it. Social media quickly filled with messages praising the scene and celebrating the chemistry between the characters. Many viewers described Alison King and Patty Claire, the actresses behind Carla Connor and Mary Taylor, as absolute powerhouses who continue to bring depth and charm to every storyline they're part of. But there was another reason fans were celebrating. As it turned out, the actresses had something special happening off screen as well. Alison King and Patty Claire were both celebrating their birthdays on the very same day. That coincidence delighted fans even more. People flooded social media with messages praising their performances, while also wishing them happy birthdays. For many viewers, the moment perfectly captured why Coronation Street has remained so beloved for decades. The show blends emotional storytelling with characters that feel real, relationships that feel genuine, and performances that continue to resonate with audiences year after year. The storyline works so well because it balanced drama, emotion, and warmth all at once. The mystery of the abandoned baby immediately created tension, but the deeper emotional one of Coronation Street's greatest strengths, the sense that the cobbles are more than just a setting. They're living a community where people support each other during difficult moments. The reaction from fans shows that viewers still deeply care about these characters and appreciate when the show allows them to reveal vulnerability and growth. Honestly, this is exactly the kind of storytelling Coronation Street does best. It takes something dramatic like a baby appearing unexpectedly and then builds real emotional depth around it. Alison King delivered such a powerful performance when Carla opened up about her past, and Patty Claire brought warmth and humor to the scenes with Mary together. They created moments that felt both heartbreaking and uplifting at the same time. And when you add the fun coincidence of both actresses sharing the same birthday, it almost feels like the universe lined up perfectly for fans to celebrate them. So, what started as a mysterious baby left on a doorstep quickly turned into one of the most emotional and heartwarming storylines of the week. From Carla confronting painful memories to Mary stepping in with kindness, the scenes reminded viewers why these characters have become such beloved parts of the show. But now I want to hear from you. Do you think Carla will eventually grow